Joining me now is Terrence Kawaja, founder and CEO at Luma Partners. Terrence, welcome.
Good morning.
So before we get into the news about the new product, can you break down for us what is Luma Partners?
Sure. Simply, we are an investment bank. We're an M&A advisory boutique that specializes in digital media. And so think about, advertising technology, marketing technology companies. That's where we specialize, and we've completed over $26 billion in exits.
And why does the advertising tech ecosystem require a specialized boutique bank?
Yeah, so first of all, advertising technology, so what many people don't realize is that it's the back office, it's the pipes and the basically revenue generating technology behind popular consumer digital companies like Google and Meta and Amazon and TikTok and thousands of publishers. So there's actually a vast ecosystem of companies that make up this ecosystem. We picture them on these maps that we make called Lumascapes, just to sort of give clarity to all the complexity. And the reason why it's important and you need specialized knowledge is because of 5 attributes. Scale, it's over $1 trillion. Growth, it's grown at 20% compound annual growth rate for 25 years. No other industry has that. Number 3, fragmentation. There are over 10,000 companies in this vast ecosystem. 4 is complexity. There's a lot of moving parts with all of these companies connected by API. And then finally is dynamics. Everything keeps changing. I always say, if you don't like what's going on in ad tech, wait 3 months. It'll be completely different. Whether it's technology policy or legislation, things always keep changing.
All right, and you just launched, as you mentioned, the AI Lumascape. It's an AI advertising tool. What does it do?
Yeah, so effectively, Lumascapes are maps, right? They image all the various companies in a particular ecosystem. We actually have 23 Lumascapes, but I would argue that the AI Lumascape that we just came out with last week is perhaps, it's not only the latest, it's probably the most consequential. Why? Because in many ways, this technology is going to revamp, rewrite the rules, replumb the ecosystem, and so it's going to have a massive disruptive effect on how all the money gets made, not only in terms of advertising, but marketing, and I would argue the whole consumer experience.
And what are some of the use cases for the technology in this product?
Yeah, sure. So again, this is made to sort of understand who's zooming who's doing what. But in the ecosystem, think about how the whole consumer experience online is changing with AI. No longer are you doing Google searches, or you're doing Google searches, but they're enabled by the answers economy, right? We are going from the sort of blue links to an answers economy in which the LLMs are actually providing context and providing answers such that consumers can shorten the path to purchase and have a much, much better experience.
All right, and how does Luma Partners differentiate itself from other investment banks in the media and tech space?
I would say Luma differentiates on 3 primary aspects. Number 1 is deep industry knowledge. Again, this complex ecosystem requires that you understand who's doing what and what the trends are. And when I say the trends, I mean we call balls and strikes, which is to say calling out trends that are false positives, right? Shiny new objects that people latch onto that are sort of, I describe them as undisciplined cheerleaders. You heard all the hype about, Web3 and VR and 5G and IoT and all this nonsense that never was going to have a massive impact, at least not in the short run, and rather focus on what trends we believe are real. And so so that's the industry knowledge part. The other is go to market. So instead of running blatant auctions, we're kind of doing something more akin to strategic matchmaking. And then finally, results. We have garnered over 10x revenues as the average valuation, and that's way above the market.
We only have a few seconds left, but what is next for Luma Partners?
Well, a lot of AI deals. We are currently working on very large, earth-shattering, sort of tectonic type of transactions that could really change the ecosystem. And, I guess if I was going to go back and suggest a fourth differentiator, it would be comedy. So I occupy a rare intersection between investment banking and comedians. I just put out a fun little song this morning about Andrew Ross Sorkin, who's got his Deal Book Summit coming up in a couple of days. Anyways, I have a lot of fun with it, and apparently so does the industry.
Amazing. Andrew Ross Sorkin just rang the bell here at the New York Stock Exchange.
Fantastic.
So thank you, Terrence Kawaja, founder and CEO at Luma Partners, for joining us at the New York Stock Exchange.
You bet.